Hello students, welcome to online classes of Sri Mahavir International School, Kishangarh Renwal. And I hope you all are well at your home. Dear students, today we will discuss about chapter number 2 of geography, that is latitudes and longitudes. And in this chapter we will discuss about some important features like about the axis of the earth and the poles, and the difference between latitudes and longitudes. We will discuss in this chapter what are the difference between latitudes and longitudes, and then after we will discuss about the name of important latitudes like equator, tropic of Cancer, tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle. And then after we will discuss about the heat zone of the earth. There are three heat zone. Number first, torrid zone, temperate zone and frigid zone. We will discuss in this chapter. And then we will discuss how to calculate time and the difference between local time and the standard time. And last point that we will discuss in this chapter about time zones of the earth and international deadline. All these facts we will discuss in this chapter, and by the end of this lesson you will be able to understand that the axis is the imaginary line on which the planet rotates, and the poles are the two ends of the earth, and latitude is the distance from the equator. It is denoted in terms of north and south. Equator is the most important parallel of latitude. There are four other important parallel of latitude, that's Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle. Longitudes are imaginary line measured in terms of east and west, and longitudes help in the calculation of time. And there are two types of time zone: standard time zone and local time zone. And there are 24 time zones on the earth, and the international deadline was created to solve the problems of 180-degree east being similar to 180-degree west. We will discuss all these things in this chapter, and this chapter deals with finding places on the earth with the help of the parallels of latitude and meridians of longitudes. These are imaginary lines which crisscross the earth's surface and form a system of grid. This chapter also explains the relation of longitude with time and the method of finding the time as well as longitude of places on the earth. Now let's start the chapter. First point, that is globe. First question is that what is globe? A globe is a small three-dimensional model of the earth. It means a globe is a true model of the earth. Means model of the earth known as globe. It is mounted on an axis so that it can be rotated freely just like the earth. And the it is mounted, it means it is stay on an axis so that it can be moved freely like earth, or earth also move freely around the sun and its axis also. It shows us the exact shape of the size exact shape of the earth, spherical, slightly flattened at the poles and bulging at the equator. And globe shows the shape of the earth, and we can see the globe, that the globe on the poles, north pole and south pole, it is flattened, and in the middle it is bulging. It means bulg out. Bulging means ubra hua kuch. It means the globe of vary size and type, and globes are also vary in size and types. The shape of the continent and the oceans are shown quite accurately on a globe, and on the globe we can show them exact or accurately shape and size of a continent and oceans also. The different physical features and places are also marked more or less clearly on the globe, and we can locate also physical features like mountain, rivers, desert, etc. and other feature also we can draw on the globe. It is difficult to locate a place on a globe, but where it is very difficult to locate a place on the globe. Why? Because a sphere does not have any side or corner. It means you know that globe shape is sphere shape, and in sphere there is no corner and no side, and we need to have certain point or line which can be used as reference for locating places on the earth, and for locating any place on the globe or any place we need side or corner, and globe does not have side and corner. That's why we can't draw a particular place or on the globe. The imaginary line on which our earth rotates is called its axis. Axis means the imaginary lines on which our earth rotates. It means axis is the imaginary line passing through the center of the earth and join the 2 points. It means imaginary line that join 2 points. It passes through the center of the earth, and its two ends are known as pole, and the two ends that join the imaginary line on poles. The pole toward the north is called the north pole, and the pole that toward, it means that the side in the northern direction is called northern pole, and the pole toward the south is called the south pole, and the pole that toward the southern direction is called south pole. These two poles are of the two fixed point of reference on the earth's surface, and all other lines are drawn with respect of these points. And these 2 points, north pole and south pole, are the fixed point on the globe or earth, and using these points we can draw the other imaginary lines we can use, and then after we can draw a particular place location. The imaginary line drawn exactly midway between the two poles is called the equator, and the in globe there are many imaginary lines that you can see in the diagram, and the midway line in the middle line of the globe is called the equator, and it divides the earth into two equal half or hemisphere, and equator divide the earth into two half or equator part that known as hemisphere, in two part that known as northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. The part of the earth that lie in the north of the equator is called the northern hemisphere. It means the part or the hemisphere that are in the northern direction known as northern hemisphere, and the part of the south is called the southern hemisphere, and the another hemisphere that lie in the south direction known as southern hemisphere. A set of imaginary horizontal lines drawn between the two poles and parallel to the equator are called the parallel of latitudes, and that you can see in the first diagram that there are many other imaginary lines leaving equator. These are the parallel to the equator, and these are known as the parallel of latitudes. These lines are known as latitudes. They are run in an east-west direction, and these lines are drawn from east to west or west to east. Similar, it means they join the east to west direction. Another set of imaginary vertical line drawn from the north pole to the south pole are called meridian of longitude. They run in north-south direction, and you can see in the second there is another line that is vertical, and vertical lines join the north pole to south pole, and these imaginary lines are known as longitudes. Now first we will discuss about latitudes. The latitude of a place is the angular distance of that place north or south of the equator measured from the center of the earth. It means latitude means a place in the angular distance of that place north or south of the equator measured from the center of the earth. It means all parallel circles from the equator up to the poles are called parallel of latitudes. It is measured in degrees, and these latitudes measure in degree. This is the unit for measuring the latitudes. The distance between two degree of latitude is 111 kilometer, and average distance between two latitudes is 111 kilometer. Each degree is divided into 60 minutes, and each degree divided into 60 minutes. Students, you know that there are total 180 latitudes, 90 toward northern direction and 90 toward southern direction, and each degree divided into 60 minutes, and each minute is further divided into 60 seconds, and we use symbol for minute and second. For minute we use single dash, and for second double dash. As the equator is the starting point, it is considered to be the 0 degree latitude. We have discussed that equator is divide the earth into two equal parts. It means the measure of the equator is 0 degree. The angular distance of the poles from the equator is 90 degrees, so the north pole is marked as 90 degree north latitude, while the south pole is marked as 90 degrees south latitude. It means that from 0 is the equator line. In northern direction there are 90 degree latitudes, and in south direction there are also 90 degree latitudes, but in northern direction the 90 degree latitude known as north pole, and in south direction 90 degree latitudes known as south pole. Parallel circle drawn as an interval of 1 degree, which thus give us 90 parallel in each hemisphere. It means result is that each hemisphere, it means there are two hemispheres, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere, and each hemisphere have 90 parallel circle. The equator is the longest parallel, and out of these the longest parallel or longest latitude is equator line. As we move away from the equator toward the poles, the length of the parallel decrease, and when we move toward the poles in north pole and south pole both, the length of these latitudes is decreased. That you can see in the first diagram. The north pole and the south pole are just 2 points, and when we see in the globe, both poles are seeing in the dot point. All latitudes in the northern hemispheres are denoted by the letter N, and all latitudes of the northern hemisphere like Tropic of Cancer, that measure is 23.5 degree north. Then we use N for the northern directions, we use N symbol, while latitudes in the southern hemisphere are denoted by the letter S, and the southern hemisphere's latitude denoted by the S. It means south direction, that indicate the south direction. Latitudes of a place is the angular distance of that place north of the equator measured from the center of the each edge. In these two diagrams, in first diagram there are some latitudes that we can see, and in second diagram there some important latitudes that are showing. The number first 0 degree, that is equator line. Now we are going to toward north direction, and 23.5 degree north, and north N is indicated in the north direction, that is known as Tropic of Cancer. And number third 66.5 degree N, that indicate the Arctic Circle, and last 90 degree north, and this is North Pole. And toward the south direction there is also 23.5 degree, but there is S. S means south, it is in south direction, and this known as Tropic of Capricorn. And 66.5 degree S, this is known as Antarctic Circle, and last 90 degree S, it means South Poles. Now we will discuss some important parallel of latitudes. The equator is the most important parallel of latitudes that we have discussed, that equator is the most important, and using this equator we draw other important latitudes parallel to its, and it also divides the earth into two equal parts. Other than the equator, in each hemisphere we consider certain parallel to be important, as they help us to divide the earth into different zones. And other than equator there are many other latitudes that help the earth divided into different zones. These are, now there are main 5 important latitudes. Number 1, Tropic of Cancer, or the parallel of 23.5 degree north. It means Tropic of Cancer's measure is 23.5 degree north. Number 2, Tropic of Capricorn, that measure is 23.5 degree south. Third, Arctic Circle, whose measure is 66.5 degree north. And fourth, Antarctic Circle, whose measure is 66.5 degree south. It means there are 5 important latitudes. Number 1, equator. Number 2, Tropic of Cancer. Number 3, Tropic of Capricorn. Number 4, Arctic Circle. And number 5, Antarctic Circle. Now we will discuss about heat zones. The earth can be divided into 3 zones on the basis of the amount of heat received from the sun. It means our earth is divided into 3 heat zones, and on the basis of that we get sun rays or heat from the sun. These are the 3 heat zones are: first, torrid zone; number 2, temperate zone; and number 3, frigid zone. Now we will discuss one by one. Number 1, torrid zone. This zone lies between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. It means torrid zone lies between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. It means 23.5 degree north and 23.5 degree south, that you can see in this diagram, that the brown color showing the torrid zone, that is showing in this diagram. This is the hottest zone on the earth, as it receives more or less direct rays of the sun throughout the year, and torrid zone is the hottest zone out of these zone. Why? Because it get heat from the sun directly for whole year. And now number second, temperate zone. There are two temperate zone on the earth. On earth there are two temperate zone, one in northern hemisphere and other than southern hemisphere. Now first, northern temperate zone lies between the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle. It means 23.5 degree north and 66.5 degree north. And the second, south temperate zone lies between Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle. It means it lies between 23.5 degree south and 66.5 degree south. The temperate zone receives slanting rays. It means slanting means थोड़ा तिरछापन आता है उसमें. It means they get slanting rays. It means they get less heat comparison torrid zone. That's why their temperature is nor hot and nor cold. It means there is average temperature. Now number third, frigid zone. There are two frigid zone also. One in north direction and second in south direction. First, the north frigid zone lies between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole. It means the north frigid zone lies between 66.5 degree north to North Pole, and the south frigid zone lies between the Antarctic Circle and the South Pole. It means it lies between Antarctic Circle to the Antarctic Circle's measure is 66.5 degree south to north, south to south poles. These two zones receive extremely slanting rays of the sun. Thus these zones are very cold, and the frigid zone gets very less heat, very less ray, and the rays are slanting, more slanting comparison other two. That's why this zone is very cold zone. Now longitudes that we will discuss in next video. And dear student, you will draw the diagram of heat zone of the earth and the diagram parallel of latitudes in your notebook. Thank you.